There is this video I saw called Seven Mistakes That Make You Less Masculine. And I apologize if my video is lagging. Hopefully it's not. I had to test it before to make sure this whole thing is good. So I'm going to react to this video called Seven Mistakes That Make You Less Masculine. And I watched the beginning of it and I could not, I wish I would have recorded my initial reaction because I could not believe what I heard. And yeah, this is in regards to men and today's world. So it's yeah. So I'm gonna react to this video. I didn't finish the video. I just saw bits of it in the beginning, and I said, "Oh no!" So I'm gonna react to this video.
Women will love you and men will respect you. Being masculine and exhibiting high testosterone features is what makes you great as a man. And today, I'm going to show you how to strengthen and lean into that masculine frame. And you need this video because you have been trained and programmed to believe that being a masculine man was a bad thing. Yet even though they
Now, being a masculine, we have been trained and programmed to believe that being masculine is a bad thing. Now, I wonder who has told us that being masculine is a bad thing. Whoever has said that needs to realize that being masculine is not a bad thing, okay? I want you to realize that being masculine is not a bad thing. And when you mean being masculine is a bad thing, do you mean that if you're married or if you have a girlfriend or whatever, okay, if you're married, you have a wife, you have kids, that are you saying that being masculine is a bad thing when the man doesn't provide the income in the house, and that it's both the man and the woman that has to provide the income in the house? Is that what this is referring to? Because if that's the case, the man is the one who provides the income for the wife and the children. That's how it works. That's how it works. The woman watches the kids. She does the laundry. She does the cooking. Okay, maybe the husband can do the laundry and the cooking too. Okay, but being masculine is a bad thing. Whoever has, I am astonished that whoever has made those statements too. Whoever believes that being masculine is a bad thing, like I'm in utter disbelief.
say that society still rewards men that hold their masculine frame and punishes those that believe that masculinity is toxic. You don't believe me? A great example.
Who believes that masculinity is toxic? Who believes this? Who believes that masculinity is toxic? Whoever believes this, man, you must. I don't know. You must want to like work as a female. As a female, you must want to work. Nothing wrong with working as a female, okay? But your husband is the bank. The guy that provides in the house is the man. He is the bank of the house. So that income that is coming to to you and the kids comes from the man.
Full of this. You need to stop being so nice. Everyone says they want a nice guy. You want a nice, for example, they studied this in a workplace, right? Everybody wants the nice guy at work. You would think that you would be rewarded if you just went with the flow and you were unassuming. Wrong. Research has found that men that are more communal and agreeable, for example, warm, caring, supportive, sympathetic, those type of men made significantly less in their lifetime than your stereotypical masculine man. These more agreeable
Yeah, because they're so vulnerable. Nice guys are vulnerable guys. Don't be that nice guy. Don't be a vulnerable man. Don't ever be that person. Okay, it's good to be caring and loving and polite and respectful to people, but don't be the nice guy that disagrees with everything and that you're vulnerable. Vulnerable to what? Vulnerable for people to use you. Vulnerable from people to use you, to make you their puppet, to make you their little dog, their little cat, their little puppet. I'm gonna control you. Okay, you go do what I want and do what I ask.
men across multiple industries made a significant 18% less income. And when they were evaluated as less likely to ever have management potential.
Oh
Similarly,
my goodness, this is so great.
these same nice guys have been evaluated as being less hireable and less competent for these
Woo!
managerial roles. One
Facts.
experimental
Tell
study
us.
found that these same male managers that were more compassionate and always advocated more so for the team than for themselves were judged as being less competent and less likely to receive a promotion. Being a nice guy has the exact same effect with women. You would
Nice.
think that
Yes.
that's what they want.
Especially with women. Especially with women. Just be a normal person. Be a normal man. Don't be a nice little nerd, little geek, little dork, nice guy.
But at the end of the day, you're the guy that gets walked all over by the masculine man that knows exactly what he wants. So whether it's your career or in personal relationships, you have to stop being so nice. Number two, you're
Facts.
lazy. Any guy who is lazy, who lacks motivation, and who lacks direction is less masculine. Your measure of masculinity is directly correlated to your own work ethic. And why that is great is because you are in complete control over that.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
There is no outside factor stopping you. And when I say work ethic, I'm not just talking about physical, like being a physical mule. I'm also talking about the work ethic and discipline to pursue the knowledge of stuff you don't even know yet. You should see it.
Yes. This is why this channel exists. This is why this channel exists so that you can grow, you can level up.
As your own job to self-improve. It is
Yes. This is why this channel exists. Exactly.
imperative to develop yourself, no one else's. Number three, you're a broke man with rich man's dreams. You're delusional. You quit college because you thought it's not for you and every guru told you to stop. And now you're just sitting in your room with dreams of becoming rich. I picture that scene. I can just picture the dude. You're living with your parents, you're in your room, you're playing Call of Duty, believing you're gonna become a millionaire someday because of some FBA course you just purchased. This is not saying that Amazon FBA doesn't work or you can't become a millionaire through it.
That's true. Don't let your dreams be dreams. If you have a dream to do something, put in the work, because when you put in the work, results will come.
Saying that you are delusional to believe you're going to become a millionaire by being a businessman on the side, by just believing you're going to be a businessman, but just
That's true. If you want to be a businessman, then be a businessman. Do. Less talk, more doing. It's good to talk and communicate that, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. I have these dreams, I have these things. But the difference comes when you actually do it.
just thinking about it. You have to understand that if this is the career you chose, not only is it going to be a lifelong career of learning, it is a route of relentless work ethic where you will fail, where you will work Monday through Sunday and see no progress and have to continue to push to truly enter your masculine frame. Whatever it is that you do, whether it's academic, whether it's building your own business, whether it's creating content, whatever it is, you have to dedicate your life, especially your young years, into developing this. And at this point, you can pretty much click off. If you do these first three things, you're good. Actually, most of you have probably clicked off already, which is a good thing, because we're about to get into the really difficult stuff, into the stuff that will truly develop your masculine frame and strengthen it. We're going to get to your core. We're going to start by you stop being so nervous. No man will ever look masculine when he's jittering, when he's moving around, especially when he's talking to a girl. To stay calm in any situation, I want you to use the 3-2-1 method. Overthinking is what stops you from acting. You think about everything that could go wrong. You want to go talk to that girl, you get nervous, you start thinking, oh, what if she rejects me? What if she doesn't like me? What if she...
Exactly. Thinking, it's one thing to think and it's another thing to do. It's one thing to be mindful and it's another thing to think. So doing is what makes the difference. Thinking is what gets you started to make the difference.
He has a boyfriend, you truly try to convince yourself out of that difficult thing that you know you want to do. You're convincing yourself out of being brave. So next time you're in a situation where you're trying to convince yourself out of bravery, don't overthink, just clog your head, think 3, 2, 1, and move. Action. Number 5, stop begging. Stop begging. When it comes to women, too many of you beg. And I'm not saying you're physically begging by dropping down on your knees. You're begging with your actions. Your desperation is showing. You want to make sure you never look desperate. And by the way, this also applies to work, right? When you're in negotiations, you never want to seem desperate. You never want to seem as if you're the guy that has more to win out of this situation. Never bang. Mistake unit number 6. You must
Please give me my promotion. I want to be the boss.
remain faithful. Masculine men are faithful to their tribe, to the home they are entitled to protect. No one is forcing you to get married or to be in a committed relationship. If you choose to do so, then you must remain faithful. You must submit your animalistic tendency to want to cheat. I want you to elicit self-control and discipline in this area of your life, as this is the hardest area to elicit that self-control and discipline. If you can do it here, you'll be able to do it anywhere. Think about it this way. The reason you're lying,
Yeah, exactly. If you are in a committed relationship, you want to be committed to that person. You don't want to sleep with, you don't want to have 20 different girls. If you have 20 different girls, then you have 20 different girls. You're not committed. But if you are with one person, you're married to someone, one person, and if you're loyal to that person, then the relationship will be fine. But if you're a cheating person, then the woman is gonna lose respect for you. So if you want to maintain your respect, if you really love the person that you want to, before you even marry the person, you have to realize that look, this is for life. This is not a 1 year contract, a 2 year contract, and I'm gonna get a cut, I'm gonna get a commission, and you get the sale. No, this is for life. This is a contract till death do us apart.
reason you're cheating, the reason you're doing it behind your back is because you're too scared to tell her the truth. You're too scared of what you can lose. Masculine men are not scared. You must be upfront with everything, which takes us to the final thing. Showing vulnerability, asking for help. No, being vulnerable, showing your weaknesses, showing that you're defeated. You will be penalized in life by this. There's studies to prove it. They are viewed as less competent, less capable, and less confident. And when men made themselves vulnerable by disclosing some sort of weakness at work, they were perceived as lower status. Do not be vulnerable. Do not show somebody else your weakness. Instead, talk to yourself. Right? Admit to yourself, where are your weaknesses? Everybody has shortcomings, and then you yourself have the discipline to go read a book, to go find a coach, to go find a mentor, to go find the information somewhere that's going to fill the gaping hole that you have. Ignoring this area of self-improvement that you have to work on will inevitably lead mistakes and hardships down the road. So don't ignore the problem. Do not be vulnerable about the problem. Take action and work on it yourself.
Yeah. Great video. So yeah, if there is something, the last part is if there's something that you lack, something you have a weakness on, you can gain the knowledge to self-improve. This is why this channel exists, so that you can gain knowledge to improve yourself. You want to be a more effective speaker. I have videos on that. You want to smell nice. I'm gonna be making stuff about fragrance and all that stuff. So yeah, this is a great video. I agree with it, and especially the masculinity part nowadays, that really got me an utter disbelief. So, all right, well, teaching men's fashion, 7 mistakes that make you less masculine.